So, thank you for your kind words, that was lovely. Okay, didn't expect anything less, and it's not my fault you cried. Okay, I'm not getting the blame for that one. Okay, so the pressure really is on me to deliver now. Okay, so where do I start? Well, to start with, you may have already guessed that we're not the only people in the room celebrating something today. Okay, balloon might give it away just a little bit. Okay. So we'd like to wish Ruby Thomas a happy second birthday, and we're sorry for stealing your day, although I think Mum and Dad have got a lot to live up to next year to get there. But we hope you like your present and your cup. So when I first started writing the speech, I wasn't worried about speaking in front of an audience, seeing as I do it at work, but as it got closer and standing here today, it's completely different. So I'd like to ask the following, please. Could a couple of you sit playing on your mobile phones? Could a few of you talk amongst yourselves? And could a couple of you go and stand outside the room and just wander in late with no explanation? Okay? That will make you feel a lot more like work. Well, I hope your glasses are charged and that they're ready, as there are a few toasts to get through, so please bear with me. Looking around the room, desk and table are well on their way already. Don't worry, we've asked the bar to stock up in preparation. I would just like to say though, with all these toasts, you're going to have an arm like a fiddler's elbow. That wasn't told on the internet at all, I promise. So those of you on Ant-Man table at the back over there, please be careful. I don't want any of you putting your shoulder out, but I've got the paramedics on standby just in case. I can get away with it today, it's funny. So first of all, on behalf of my wife Kate and I, we would like to thank everyone for coming today. It means so much to us to have everyone we love and care about here to share our special day. We'd like to say a special thanks to those of you who've gone and had long journeys to get here. I'm afraid those of you who have travelled from the mainland, like Frank said, have been out travelled. That prize goes to my sister Emma and her husband Andrew, who have come all the way from Australia to be here today.
Hey!
Thank you guys for coming, it does mean the world to us. Okay, excuse the pun, right? But to be fair, we all know I'm the favourite brother, so it's totally understandable that you would want to be here. Okay?
Okay.
Sadly, there are some people who couldn't be here today. Firstly, there is Kate's granddad Gordon, her uncle Bob, as well as my great uncle David, who are not very well at the moment, and we hope they're feeling better soon. And then there are those who I'm sure are looking down on us today. There is Kate's grand Camilla. Her granddad Derek, or Goatee as he was better known. I'm not sure what Derek would say though about his granddaughter marrying a scummer, as I'm told he was a big football fan. But I'm hoping he's letting that one slip. Okay? And approves of her choice. Then there is my granddad Tony, or Gumpy as he was better known. I know he would have loved Kate, and I'm sadly never got to meet her. And finally there is Kate's auntie Olive, who without her we wouldn't be having this amazing day today, and we wouldn't have moved into our new house earlier in the year. So if I could ask you all to raise a glass to absent friends and family. Absent friends and family.
Friends and family.
We'd like to thank the Lakeside for the lovely food. We hope that you've all enjoyed your meals. I know when we received the RSVP back, there were a lot of you who were disappointed that you couldn't have the brownie. But unfortunately there was only a small amount for the children and not enough to go around, so we're sorry about that. Okay? We also hope that you like your wine glass chums. You will notice that they all have your initials on them. So if any of you, and that's any of you, leave them behind, we know who you are. Okay? They took hours to make. In the words of Liam Neeson from the film Taken, I will look for you, I will find you, and I will make sure you have that bloody chum. As mentioned earlier, I'd like to thank Frank for his kind words. I hope that Kate and I can have as happy a marriage as did you and yourself and Debbie. Maybe mine's the bookstore. We would like to thank you both for all the help with the wedding. You guys have been amazing. Debbie, thank you for such a lovely reading during the ceremony, and Frank, thank you for organising the colours. I would also personally like to extend that thanks to Amber, Jenny and all of Kate's relatives for making me feel so welcome and a part of your family. Now to my folks. Mum and Dad, first off, thank you for putting up with me. Not that you had much choice in the matter, but what you did, but we'll come to that in a minute. I'm sure I've caused you plenty of headaches over the years. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I know I've caused you a lot of headaches over the years, but I think it's now time to come clean. Miles was partly to blame for most of them. You've always been 100% behind my choices in life, and I can't thank you enough for bringing me up in the right way. Mum, I don't think you realise how much you've done for me over the years, and I can say thank you until I'm blue in the face. But that still wouldn't be enough. Don't start crying, we should start there. So, thank you. I know I don't say it often enough, but you are awesome and I love you dearly, okay? Dad, in 1999 you decided to take on Miles and I permanently when you adopted us. Some people might not know that, but he did. Okay, I'm sure there have been a few times when you've asked yourself, why didn't I buy that new computer instead? Which I know you've been saving for at the time. But I'm glad you didn't, as you gave Miles and I something we never truly had. A dad who loved and cared for us, so thank you again. Okay? Again, Kate and I would like to thank you both for all your help with the wedding. We do have a little something for both mums, so if I could just ask you guys.
Right. You cry anything. So we get.
Now on to the bridesmaids, Amber, Tony, Tara and Emily. Thank you for being there today. I know she wouldn't have wanted anyone else by her side on her special day. I'm sure the room will agree on how beautiful they look. Tony, I know you wearing a dress today was a big thing, so thank you very much for that. Okay. Kate, we'd also like to thank you, Tony, Tara and Amber for organising a fantastic hen party. I know the good time was had by all. We've all seen the videos on Facebook. We hope that you liked your gifts that you received earlier today. So if I could ask the room to raise a glass to the bridesmaids. To the bridesmaids.
To the bridesmaids.
Now to my ushers, Nick and Goldie. Thank you for being there for us today and helping the day run smoothly. I'd like to thank you both for organising an awesome stag do. It's definitely a weekend I'll never forget. From the party bus up to the image of Cub Scouts with a particular celebrity. We wouldn't mention who though.
Jimmy Savile!
If I could ask you both to come up, we have a little something to say thank you. So get yourselves up here, Nick and Goldie.
I'll take it up with me. I'm filming it. Thank you very much. Here's a snook now.
Any excuse to kiss my bride, I know what you like.
Cheers, buddies.
So what about these two men sitting to my right, Miles and Steve? Yes, I was greedy and I couldn't pick just one best man. Thank you for being there for me today. You both passed your duties with flying colours. To be fair, I picked two of you, so if you manage to muck this up, there's something definitely wrong between two of you. Make a good best man. First off, you got me here on time, and secondly, well, on Miles, you didn't lose the rings. I think that's an achievement in itself. Thank you for helping with the stag do. As I said, it's definitely a weekend I won't forget, and that thanks goes out to all my stags in the room and those who are coming later on. Yeah, I would say it, but I'm not going. Now, I've known both Miles and Steve for 26 years, so I couldn't think of two other people I'd rather have stood next to me as my best men. Although saying that, it does depend on what's in their speeches, so I can revoke that comment if required. Okay? I know. Yeah. We do have a little something to say thank you though, so I'll just ask you guys to come up.
Oh, I got the bald spot. Like,
you all saw our awesome invitation. Well, we have Jamie Anderson to thank for those. He spent a considerable amount of time designing and drawing front covers while also studying for her exams. Honestly, look out for this one, she's going to go far. I'm quite impressed we've got something signed by her. Jamie, if I could ask you to come up, we do have a little something as token our thanks. If you can just bear with me, so we have a couple more thank yous to give. We have to thank Kath, who made our wedding cake. It looks amazing, and I'm sure it will taste lovely. Then there's Kate's granddad Peter, who made a lovely cake stand, and Phil and Nick for driving the bridesmaids to the wedding in Dorothy. Well, it was Dorothy Hercules, but it was Steve and Hercules. If anyone doesn't realise, Frank and that name all their cards. Okay, they didn't drive on normal people. Pippa and Josh for documenting our day, and Claire for your lovely reading during the ceremony. We'd also like to thank those who have helped in any way towards this day who we haven't mentioned. There is one personal thank you I have to give, and that's to a specially selected 3 people who have put up with me when I've been going through the I'll be single forever stage, no one's ever going to want me. So
Still
thank
don't.
you to my best man Steve, his fiancée Kate, and my best mate Sophie. There's many times when they put me down the pub, and I'm sure they could have killed me many a time. So thank you. So now to my gorgeous wife Kate. I've never met such an amazing woman, someone who is loving, kind, caring and strong, stronger than she actually realises. I know this wedding has been 2 years in the planning and you've managed it while juggling your degree and moving house. I'm so proud of you.
See that?
This day wouldn't have happened without you and the array of notebooks. Yes, many, many notebooks. I'm sure you will all agree with me when I say what an amazing day Kate has organised and how stunning she looks. But then she always looks stunning to me every day. I just want to tell you a little bit about how Kate and I got together. Well, it almost didn't happen. We met through my best man Steve. He may mention this in his speech. Steve and I had planned to discreetly find out if Kate was single and if she was interested in dating anyone when they both attended Frank's car show. The day came and I get a text message from Steve to tell me that Kate had had a little bit too much to drink the night before and hadn't come. But don't you worry, as I have a best man who doesn't do discreet. And messaged Kate pretty much saying, my mate likes you. Or to words of those effect. Luckily for me, Kate didn't think who's this weirdo who gets his friends to message people. And as they say, the rest is history. Seeing you today made me realise what a lucky man I am. I'd pictured the moment when you walked down the aisle, but nothing could prepare me for how beautiful you looked. When you walk into a room, I can't help but smile and think to myself, you chose me. I do ask myself how you part of me sometimes, because I can be a grumpy ass at times. Clearly it must be for my full head of hair and my incredible sense of humour. Whatever it is, I'm glad you did. I can see where the saying comes from punching well above their weight comes from, because I'm punching well above mine. Frank and Debbie, you've got such an amazing person, Kate, and I'm very lucky to have her in my life. Today, I've not just married the love of my life, I've married my soulmate and my best friend. We've done and experienced so much together over the last 3.5 years, from travelling to the other side of the world to buying our first house together. You always make me laugh and smile, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I would be lost without you. So if I could ask the room to be upstanding and to raise their glasses and toast my amazing wife, Kate. Kate.
Kate!
Right, before I sit down and hand over to my best mate, I want you to understand something. Sometimes they can confuse fact with fantasy, and their imaginations can get the better of them. So please don't believe everything you hear. Okay? Over to you, Lord.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you I've not had the pleasure of meeting me, I'm Miles, Simon's little brother. But from the age of about 6, he's always had to look up to me. Today with along with Steve, I'm one of the best men. Goodness knows why no one pays much attention to men in our position. Everyone says, isn't the bride beautiful? Doesn't the groom look smart? Aren't the bridesmaids pretty? But you never hear people say, what a fine figure of a man, that best man. If they notice us, Steve, they'll probably think we were caterers. Simon and Kate, it is an honour to stand up here today. I am so happy for you both. I'm sure everyone will agree Kate looks stunning today. Hang on. It is lovely to see so many friends and family here to celebrate your day. And I know many have travelled far from the mainland to be here. But I would like to say a special thank you to Ellen and Andrew, who have travelled from Australia for this special day. It's amazing how far people travel for a free meal. As brothers, we have had plenty of ups and downs, fun, laughter and occasionally tears. As I'm the youngest brother, I always had Simon's clothes handed down to me to save money, which was a good idea on paper. But as I was much taller than Simon, his trousers became my shorts, his long sleeve shirts became my t-shirts, and don't even get me started on the shoes. Cheers, Mum. Simon taught me how to ride a bike. The first time he let go, I fell off, cracking my head on the concrete. That was a trip to A&E. He taught me how to slide down a hill, what was covered in ice. He thought it'd be a good idea to give me a piggyback while doing this. We both fell over, him landing on my leg, breaking it. That's another trip to A&E. Pete and James taught me how to wrestle. They ended up throwing me through my bed, which broke the bed slats. Then we had to hide them with the mattress so Dad didn't find out. As many of you will have noticed, Simon is going a bit thin on top.
No!
If you haven't noticed, here's a picture to prove it.
He's upside down! Steve!
Otherwise, Steve. For those who are short-sighted, this will help. Thank you, Steve. I'm sure this is because, whilst on holiday in Lanzarote, Simon chucked me off my lilo, then realised I can swim. He helped me back to the edge, but in process, I panicked, grabbed some of his hair, and pulled it out. That's karma. Don't try and drown your little brother. Seriously though, although we have had our odd differences, I know we'll always be there for each other. My first impressions of Kate was that she was friendly, pretty, clever, and thoughtful person. When she agreed to marry Simon, it totally proved that opposites do really attract. Not long after I met Kate, she offered me a lift, but I had to sit in the back. Trying to get in the back of an old Mini is difficult enough, but at 6'5", most uncomfortable. I never knew I was a contortionist until that day. I was walking around with a stick for days. I'm sure Kate will remember my little firework display on New Year's Eve at Simon's house. Not sure what health and safety would have thought about that. Simon and Kate came out to Australia for Christmas and New Year. Whilst I was living out there, when they flew home, I had a feeling that it wouldn't be long before engagement was announced. Sure enough, April, I had the phone call. So, now after months of planning, lists, spreadsheets, pie charts and reminders, the big day has finally arrived. Yes. I'm so happy for you both and wish you the happiness in the world. Before I pass you over to Steve, who I know would like to say a few words, Kate, would you place your hand on the table, please? Able to do. Now, Simon, would you place your hand on top of Kate, please? Simon, that is the last time you will have the upper hand. Over to you, Steve.
Boom!
Thank you, Mark. Hi everyone. How am I meant to run all this? As Miles just pointed out, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, just like Simon said. I'd like to introduce myself, for those who don't know me. My name is Steve. I've known Simon since we were around 4 years old, and I'm truly grateful for that. As growing up, I had someone to blame everything on throughout the years. Now I know... Sorry, my thumb was over the words. Now I know when to stand here and sing Simon's praises and tell you how amazing and brilliant he is. But I can't sing and I just won't lie. When Simon asked me to be his best man, it was a privilege and an honour. An honour in the sense that it's taken 26 years to finally realise that I am the best. But in all honesty, Simon really isn't my best friend. I class him more like the brother I never had. I know that if I needed him or had a problem, he'd be the first person to tell me to get lost. No, the truth is, he's always been there for me. I'm going to start. And I'm sure, I am sure, that I wouldn't be the person I am today if I've never met her. So I truly thank you for that. When I was told it was a superhero-themed wedding, I knew it wouldn't be complete without a damsel in distress. I'm just so happy that Kate has finally found hers. I think we can all agree, Kate, you look beautiful today. It's a really sad day for the single man out there, as Kate is now officially off the market. And I think I can speak for you single ladies out there that this is just another day. Sorry. Okay, now I've got to know you, I can easily say you're a perfect match for Simon. Over the 26 years I've known him, I've seen him smile, laugh and happy, but it is nothing compared to what he has found being with you. So with that, I wish you nothing but happiness, love and success for all the rest of yours together. So if you'd like to join me and Miles in raising a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Hussey. Mr. and Mrs. Hussey. Thank you very much. Still on.